In the sales tax setup overview video, we explained an overview of this window. You get to this by clicking Setup, then Sales Tax. This video here, we're going to talk about the use tax law. So we'll select use tax, and we'll give this a tax rule or strategy name here. We'll just say, we'll call it flooring. And we'll give it a rate. You can just type a 7. If it's 7.25, you do need to type the decimal 0.25. Press enter. Make sure you're pressing enter. And we're going to set up a miscellaneous rate here. Let's say we 4%. You may choose not to use that, so you'll leave it at 0. Then we'll close and reopen QFloors and log in. And how the use tax law, how that option affects your sales, we'll click New. I'm not going to fill in any customer information. We see right here FL is the first 2 letters of that tax rule that I created, flooring, and the rate. We sell some materials. And we'll add some labor. See, we haven't set up our labor types yet, so we'll switch this to square feet. And that's enough. You'll probably have more lines on a sale that you create, but this is enough for our example. We have materials and labor pricing on both lines, and we have a subtotal and a miscellaneous charge. The miscellaneous charge is the 4% times the subtotal, the 73.3428. That's not a tax. It doesn't include tax. So however you explain it to your customer, you don't say that it's tax or that it includes tax, because it doesn't. In the job cost window, sorry, let me mention, you can change the miscellaneous amount on one sale at a time. Customer doesn't like that, doesn't sound right to them, you can set it at 0 or some other amount. Double right click the amount here. Double right click, change it to whatever amount you'd like, press enter. There you have a new amount. But if you change the sale in any way that causes the subtotal to change, you add a new line, you change a line, delete a line, then it will recalculate the subtotal and therefore recalculate the miscellaneous amount. The use tax itself is in this cost window. We clicked JC job costs. Here's the material cost, $31.97.88 is what we'll pay, what we expect to pay for 972 square feet of that carpet. And here next to the miscellaneous is the tax cost that you'll pay out of pocket. It's the $31.97.88 times our 7% tax rate. That's our use tax cost. If we had more materials and more costs for materials, then the amount increases. And then when you job cost an invoice, you check these boxes to close up the sale, it's been installed or delivered, and the sale changes to a completed status up here. At that point, the journal entry for the sale is posted, and part of that journal entry is the credit to your sales tax liability account for this tax amount. What if we have a cash and carry sale? You don't need to set up in your tax setup window another rule for cash and carry sales when you're doing use tax. I'll show you here. If we were to take this labor off of the invoice, I'm just going to type NO, no labor. Now we have a materials only sale, cash and carry, no labor, no installation, and this changed to sales tax. We're collecting $468.80 from the customer and passing that on to the state. It's not an out-of-pocket cost, but it does show in the cost window as something that will be paid out. So you don't need to set up another tax rule for cash and carry when you're in a use tax state. That's how the use tax option affects your sales. We'll have other videos about sales tax when you have multiple locations, maybe multiple laws you have to do use tax and one of the other tax options. So pay attention to the other videos as well. Thank you.